everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin. I am documenting my journey to complete debt freedom and financial independence, and I am a zero-based budgeter. I follow the budget mom style system, and also a cash envelope user as well. So, which I know is a bit old school these days. People are like, oh, why don't you use a debit card? I just do better when I actually have cash in hand. So today is going to be a sinking funds stuffing video. So I've got my cash laid out here. I'm only going to be doing my sinking funds, not my variable funds. I'm making some changes around that of how much money we're going to be keeping there versus in the bank, and just trying different things out and such. But go ahead and let's just jump right into things. So I hope everybody is doing well, getting ready for, I think I mentioned in my previous one, getting ready for Thanksgiving and all of that. Starting off with my car regos, so $180 is going in to there. I don't know why I make this so difficult on myself. Oh, look, Caroline, 2 different double A's. So if you follow Caroline over at Caro Cash, she is a pretty big fan of money in general, and she's also quite knowledgeable around note collecting. So where are we at? So we've got 1,500, 1,750. So 1,750, that is in the bank. So those are what the placeholders are for. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. All right. So getting close to having to do another swap out there and getting some more money in. Our car regos start coming due right in January, which is why we're working so hard to get that one topped up. Car maintenance is getting $20. It has been just a week here, I am telling you. It's been a really strange week and strange events. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 230 in car maintenance, but it's end of semester, so we've been doing a lot of marking, all of the usual end of semester student stuff. I have $20 going into insurance. So this is for our insurance gap. So we're getting closer to getting to that limit. So 250, 270, 290, 300, 10, 20, 30, 330. We're just going for probably, I think I had said 850 for the insurance gap. I might just go up to an even 1,000. I'm not sure. And then I'll be able to call that one good. The Mocking Hawk. So this is just one of our cars. So all of these green ones are pretty much all for our cars. So this is my car and home binder, it could be called. And then Irish, she is going to be getting $20 as well. And I just realized that I have those out of order, but that's okay. I will get those fixed later on that. But yeah, so end of semester, and I think, I'm not sure if it's end of semester there for, no, you would be in the midway point of the semester in the US, but it's, similar. So $20 going into home maintenance. So there's been a lot of, just getting everything, wrapped up, finished up, and taken care of, because then we go on our long holiday break. $70 going into council rates. I have actually put in, because I have just a heap of leave that accrued, that I've accrued, because I've had so much additional time off for medical purposes, that I'm actually going to be on vacation all the way into the new year, really, which is kind of nice. So water is going to be getting $60, so a 50 and a 10. I did have to take money out of this one to pay the water bill, and I'm thinking I might actually drop how much we are putting in, because this is the second time that we've come in well under $400 for the water bill. We only came out to about $360, so I had quite a bit that was left over. I just haven't decided what to do with it. So yeah, so that'll be kind of nice having all of the Christmas holidays in the summertime. Basically, I have the entire summertime off for before I need to go back next year. I'm really excited. I do get to teach next year. So $20 going into the appraisal. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. We did get a notification from our bank that actually the value of our house has most likely gone up just based off of some of the sales of the homes around here as well, which is kind of nice. When they actually contact us and let us know that that's happening, that is a good thing. So $20 going into a home project. So 51, 20, 30. And we've got a doozy that we want to do for our home projects that we're having some discussions around, because we really want to put a shed, like basically a second garage workshop in the backyard. And so then that is where Irish will go, because she's not a daily driver. She only gets used, and that's specifically for off-roading. That's where all of the work and such could be done on her, because I actually want to be able to park my car in a garage for once. I've never been able to do that, but we're having some discussions around that. So that takes care of the home and car. And then in the white binder, these are all they're all really celebrations. Things like our anniversary, starting with, and birthdays, which we're just about topped up on anniversary actually. So 120, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. I think we were only going for, kind of like around $200. Really just enough for a decent dinner. If we wanted to go out, that's about what a dinner would run, plus, dinner plus drinks for my husband, or if you wanted to get something smaller for birthdays. I'm actually dropping these down and actually putting in less. So only $5 going in to birthdays now. So 20, 30, 40, 45. I figure about 100, 120 100 is more than enough. Honestly, we save up for so many other things that like birthdays really aren't something that is overly important to us. So $5 going to Gaz for his as well. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 105. So yeah, I have to double check my notes and see what I wanted to have for him for his birthday. And then Peyton, he does get more. He gets $25, and that is just because we do that additional purchasing of investing for him. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and $5. And so it's a $500 plus some money for going out to eat as well, because he tends to want to go out and eat on his birthday. And I'm going to put another $5 into gifts as well. And I think once this one gets to 100, I'll probably leave it until we have to take some money out. So we've got 50, 70, no, 50, 60, 5, 70, 75. I don't know why. I always want to count notes as if they're a higher value than they actually are. I like giving myself more money than I actually have. Christmas. Hey, Christmas is going to get $40, people. Woohoo! So something more than a 20 going into it. I know it seems like a very lonely Christmas fund, but again, we have at our supermarkets here, their loyalty programs, you actually get points, and you can use those points and rewards for cash. And so that is actually what we will use for like a lot of our food and such. So 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 230, 235. So that will pay for a lot of the food and everything, other than what we have to order from a butcher, because for our standing rib roast, we order that from a butcher. My husband is quite particular about the way that he wants his roast to be for it. But otherwise, all of the other food and snackies and such like that, I don't bake or anything. I can cook, but I cannot bake to save my life, will come out from that. And then also a lot of what is left over from that will also be used towards Easter. And Easter is going to be getting $30. It's crazy to think that Easter is just around the corner. Little Peter Cottontail hopping down the Cotton Trail. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 5, and 10. I'm getting to where I can do another, not so much an unstuffing, but a swap-a-rooney, I think, on some of my amounts. I just don't like, I don't know, I mean, it's like it's fun having money in there and everything, but at the same time, I still like to put it into the bank. So $10 going into Father's Day, 20, 30, 40, 50. That we have towards that. That's one thing that I haven't put on since switching to these envelopes. I haven't put like my little sticker of how much I need to have in them, which I really should do that. Remind myself because I forget, and that allows me then to distribute the funds to go to other ones as well. So Mother's Day has 50, 70, 80, 90, and 100 in Mother's Day. So that is going in there. And then other holidays. What am I giving other holidays? Other holidays is getting $10. Which I really don't know why, because we don't really celebrate other holidays. We don't do Melbourne Cup. We don't do too much on like Australia Day or St. Patty's Day or anything like that. Just mainly because there's so much drinking and everything around it. And so as a person who doesn't drink, it just gets a bit awkward. 50, 60, 65, 70. 50, 60, 65, 70, yeah. So a lot of times it's just easier to not go out at all, but that takes care of those ones. And then I have, I don't know, I couldn't come up with a title for these ones. It's just kind of like all of the other stuff. Camping. So we are going to start ramping up our camping amount because for Easter this year, I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have to make some changes. So Camp Coffs is on this year, and if you are outside of Australia, Camp Coffs is down in Coffs Harbour, which is in New South Wales. It is a big jeeping event weekend. It's 4 days of wheeling, so it's about a 6-hour-ish drive down there, wheeling for 3 days. We'll stay an extra night and then come back up home after that. So that's going to be a bit of a spend in terms of fuel because we'll be taking 3 vehicles. So we'll have one that is taking the camper, and then the other one that is taking the trailer that has the TJ up on it, and then all of the fuel for wheeling because we wheel all of our cars. We wheel all of them. So definitely going to need to get quite a bit of money in here. Easily probably going to be $1,000 trip, $1,000 weekend. So 50, 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 80, $290 there for that. And plus we'll still have some smaller camping trips and such as well. In fact, we're going to be out at the beach all this weekend. So looking forward to that. I think my husband is really happy that we're actually going to go out and get out on the beach. He thinks because that's going to get him some relief from having to listen to Taylor Swift, because Tay-Tay did release her new album. Well, the re-release of her album plus her Vault Songs of Red, which I have been listening to way too much all this week and watching way too many reaction videos to such, but I can play it in the car. So little does he know, he's still going to be listening to Taylor Swift all weekend long. So 500, 6, 20, 30, 6, 20, 40, 60, 80, 7, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So this is for our citizenship paperwork. I've decided that I'm definitely going to use some of the money from my savings that I have been doing all throughout the year, and that is going to top that one up. Our clothing fund, because it is summer, we don't need as many clothes. It's getting $20, 20, 40, 60, 80. And this is just kind of a rotating one. I just put money in there, and if we use it, I take the money out. If we don't use it, then we just, everything adds up. Medical is going to be getting $25. So yeah, sorry to all of you who are back in the States and heading into winter and you have that yucky stuff called snow that is on the ground. I'll be sending you some warm thoughts from the beach over the weekend. That will be on my Sunday. I'll actually be Oh, I'll be here on Saturday. So for medical, I have 100, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10. So 310 in medical. And I will be here on Saturday because I have a Q&A live with Marlene, my friend over at Snow Gardener 307. So if you are looking for something fun to do on either a Friday night or a Saturday Arvo, depending on where you are, and if you are a curious person who, I don't know, wants to know what I look like or what my face looks like when I answer questions, because that can be pretty amusing at times as well, then you will want to tune in for that. I believe it is at noon Australian Eastern Standard Time, so Brizzy time. I think that comes to, oh, what was it? I'll put up a correction because I'm probably going to be wrong, but I think it's 8 o'clock Mountain Time in the US. So that would be, what, 10 Eastern and 7 Pacific US time? I can't keep track of time zones, sorry. But 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, so 260. So that's just going to be a fun, who knows what it's going to be, because it's me and Marlene, and like we do quite a bit of chatting, both in comments, but then also offline and such as well. So it's going to be fun. Subscriptions is getting $15, and I did drop this down from where from what I was giving before. And actually with that $500 placeholder, I actually think I might be able to almost stop making contributions until all of the payments are made, because all of those come due right at the beginning of the year, so between now and January. So 500, 50, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650, 670, 680, 685. I think 685 is definitely enough to cover our subscriptions for the year. I have been working on redoing my sinking funds and redoing my amounts and all of that. So that's why things are kind of a bit all over the place. So vacation, even though we really don't have anything planned in terms of vacations, but you know, we can travel if we want to. No, well, come December, but same difference. 50, 70, 90, 110. It's not like we're going to be traveling back to the US during this time of year, because I have mentioned my husband is from Montana. It is cold in Montana. Yes, he would be able to go hunting and that would make him very happy, but there is no way I am going back somewhere where it is cold. No, thank you, ma'am. I will go back during the humid summer and just get eaten up by mozzies. Ooh, look, Caroline, another double A. I think I say that every single time. Just like, yeah. So 150, 160, 170, 180. Don't mind me, my conversations, they don't even make sense in my head all of the time, but that takes care of that. I haven't made new envelopes because I actually like these ones, but they're a hole punch for my happy planner. So that's why they just kind of sit back there. And then one loan contribution to Callie's binder, and that is going to be for her service. So cap price servicing on her, she is going to get $30 because her servicing will be $400 each time that we have to take her in. All the rest of these in here, these are all the different upgrades that we are going to be doing over the next probably year. So just some different little bits and bobs. We're not sure if we're going to change out the bull bar or if we want to cut into the one that is on her. Insurance, I haven't decided if I want to pay that yearly or stick with it monthly. She is definitely going to be getting a lift, probably just about a 3.5-inch lift, nothing too big. The dogs will have an entire system that is set up in the back along with a rack system. Service on her, tow bar, because, well, what's the purpose of having it if I can't tow something with it? She has to be able to tow the trailer that has the TJ, bigger tires. She's going to have 35s as dailies. We might get a set of 40s for off-roading with her. Those would also have to go on the trailer because, well, they're illegal. And a winch. Bits and bobs will include things like all of the different recovery gear and everything else that needs to go in with her. But that is going to be a process, and I am actually going to use probably a portion of my Etsy money to pay for those different upgrades for her, so that will come separate from everything else that we, that we have. But anywho, that takes care of that. Those binders are stuffed. Yes, I have money left over. Some of this is going to be for savings challenges. The rest of it is for variable expenses. I didn't feel like doing both of them at the same time, honestly. And especially because we've already spent some of the money in groceries and fuel and such like that as well. So sinking funds are stuffed. If you have any questions that you want to ask, so questions for Marlene, get message to me. Questions for me, get message to Marlene, but then we'll also take questions that people pop up in the chat on the live for that as well. So that will be the next thing on the books, and then my savings challenges video coming up as well. So next time you see me, you'll literally see me. So that is being hosted over on Marlene's channel. That's not being hosted on mine. Less than 24 hours away. Okay. It'll be all right. I'll get through it. Nothing to see here. Just move along. Anyways, as always, do remember to choose kindness, show gratitude, always keep a positive mindset, and I will quite literally see you in the next video.